You've been pranked!
Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Happy Thursday. Let's see. Andre, welcome on in. Congrats on cleaning first, and also thank you for collecting Daily Void Shard. Red Dragon over on the YouTube side, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate you. But yes, everybody, I do have a YouTube channel. Oh, and there it is right now. I am currently doing. Let's see. Currently, I'm using it to dual stream and also keep my VODs there for longer. But I do plan on making like videos, like say vocal covers, reaction videos, and I of course plan to upload my clips as YouTube Shorts over there. And also, I am working on my alternate socials for my cosplay stuff, which I will probably have some content for. Sorry, I saw that there was a call, but it turned out to be spam. But yeah, I will most likely have some content ready when we go to Tidewater Comic-Con later this month. Which, speaking of which, we have a little bit of time. Let's see if we can go over Tidewater Comic-Con real quick. It's a relatively smaller convention than say NekoCon, Otakon, Katsucon, or anything of the sort. And hi, Boo, how are you? So good to see you. There we are, Tidewater Comic-Con. Let's see, let me give a shout out to Boo. How are you today, buddy? Sorry, I'm looking at the actually, you know what? I'll just give you a brief overview of like I cannot talk today. I'll just give you a brief overview of the guest list, which, when is this, by the way? Oh, shoot, that's next weekend. I have to get something together. And hi, Locust, how are you, buddy? Locust, are you ready for, our VR chat stream this Saturday? But everybody, please go check out Locust, an amazing, amazing friend of mine. And Vexus, welcome on in.
You've been pranked!
Ah, you got tricked! Oh no! But anyway, how you doing today, Vexus? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, that emote is cute. Yep, found your avatar, love, so I'll end up showing you it either tomorrow or on Saturday. Perfect. I cannot wait to see it. But yeah, I could probably give you a brief overview of Tidewater Comic-Con and maybe play a couple videos from it. Yeah, just to give you like a brief idea of what is in store. So here's the guest list, everybody. Honestly, I don't recognize a whole lot by name other than, well, Ron Perlman, who of course played as Hellboy, and I believe he was in Sons of Anarchy. Wait, he was the voice of Slade? Huh. But yeah, this is a Comic-Con, so it's not really as anime oriented as the other conventions I go to, but it should still be fun nonetheless. I'm just prepared for half the crowd to say "tis but a scratch," despite the fact I look nothing like the Black Knight from Monty Python. Sorry, that's like a mini rant that I gotta go on. You can ask Sakia about that. Let's see, are there any other ones I recognize? I'm guessing a majority of these are like comic book artists or something. Oh hey, the voice actor who played Dexter for Dexter's Laboratory is gonna be there. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't recognize a whole lot of the cast. And I'm not gonna go too much into what we plan on doing that day. I might save that for the last stream for the stream before we go to Time Warner Comic Con. So instead, let's go to YouTube and see if we can find any like cosplay compilations from Time Warner Comic Con, and then after we watch that, we'll go right into the story. Okay, these videos are kind of long. Okay, there we are. Here's a cosplay compilation. All right, let me pause the music and also okay. But yeah, here's like a cosplay compilation from last year. I and honestly, I have not been to Time Warner Comic Con since 2019. So this will be fun. But here's a cosplay compilation from Time Warner Comic Con. To I just thought I'd show you this to give you like a brief taste of what it's gonna be like. Oh, Solaire! I don't know who that is, but I hope he's there again this year so that we can praise the sun together. Oh, I see Stell from Star Rail. Oh wait, who's that droid? Must be like from a fanfiction of Star Wars. Eh? Dude, I love the Batman that left. Oh, Tifa. Wait, where's Giant Tabby? Kiriko for Overwatch. Nice. Duh. Kind of think of it. I think I've seen this. I think I saw this Bowser at Superstar Anime last year. Oh, Batman. Snake, are you there? Oh, Adam. I gotta show Chris this. He loves Hazbin Hotel. Oh, G.I. Joe. It's been a while since I heard that name. I love seeing anime cosplays mostly, of course, but I also love seeing the Hazbin Hotel cosplay. Yo, that Green Ranger's sick. It's very detailed. I'm guessing based on the makeup that's from JoJo. Okay, I'll be totally honest. I don't know what Bedman is from. You know, I also just love seeing people's ideas for crossover cosplays, like this one right here, Sailor Goku. Like, I need to find the picture again, but there was a Batmandalorian that I came across at NekoCon a year or two ago. Oh, funny I say Mandalorian because there's one right there. Alistair. Nice. And rolling around the head of a sentinel nonetheless. Lucifer. Nifty. I just love seeing the way that people create cosplays for one-eyed characters. I like both when they cover one eye for the whole day, or when they use some kind of lens to give the illusion that they have one eye. Lloyd Forger. He's looking kind of dapper, not gonna lie. Arwen. Yeah, they did really good. Wait, Lilith from where? Hi, Lion. Thank you for the head pats. Your. Oh, wait a minute. I know this person. They make some really good cosplays. Oh, a medieval Mandalorian. That is wicked. Mysterio. Hey, don't censor me.
Don't let your kids watch it.
I'm not even showing you anything lewd. I'm showing you some cosplays. Why is that worth censoring? Oh, the Green Goblin. Okay, I like how they made that version of the mask disturbingly flesh-like. The Zeo Ranger red. Oh, Belle. Let me give a shout out. There we go. Oh, Chica. The Farquads. Hunters. That's funny. Oh yeah, from Seven Deadly Sins. Oh, and that's what's his name again from One Piece? Oh, Waka from Final Fantasy X. Oh, Hazbin Hotel. That's where they're from. I forgot. Okay, Comic Con drinking game. Take a shot every time you see a Mandalorian armor cosplay. Well, there's a brief taste of what Time Warner Comic Con is like, everybody. Um, but I think I'm ready to get into some Genshin. Because again, I don't know how long exactly this story quest is. Uh, Let's see. Oh, oh my. Locus, what are you doing right there with what are you doing right there with Sakia? Eh? Anyway. You know, what I usually tend to do. You know what? That is totally fair.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
How can I help you?
Man, I love seeing y'all interact with each other in that regard in VR chat. Also, let me make sure that I can hear. There we go. Also, everybody, we are not voting for Husbando of the Week today because there was a tie last week. So the runner-up is the new Husbando of the Week, which is Tetsuo Takahashi from Interviews with Monster Girls. Me and Sei interacting? Yeah. Yeah, I love watching you and Sei interact with each other in VR chat. Let's see, can I level up Dahlia more? Only up to level 35. But that's okay. Eventually I need to like settle down and get all my characters up to level 90. Like I already did that with my other gacha games, so I might as well do it with my #1 favorite gacha game, you know? And oh yeah, let me do this real quick. I mean, that does happen when you put a top and the bottom in the same world. You know what? That's totally fair, Locust. That is totally fair. And I could just hear Sakia now. Like they would absolutely argue the point about being a bottom. I'm like, well, maybe you stop exhibiting such bottom behavior, and maybe we wouldn't call you that. Also, everybody, I have reached out to everybody who has donated to the Valve Index of my throne so far. Since I got a Valve Index on my own, and I don't want that balance to go to waste, I went around and asked people if they'd be okay with me putting their donations toward full body tracking instead, and they said they're okay with it. So it's not on my throne yet. Well, actually, it is on my throne yet, but I need to transfer the balance. But yeah, everybody, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna transfer over the balance that people have donated to the Valve Index so far, and instead I'm gonna put it towards a set of full body trackers. To further improve my VR chat content. Yes, it is a bottom. Yeah, they will deny it to the ends of the earth, but yeah, they exhibit very much bottom behavior.
You two! Time to end pyroclastic surge!
I mean, like, say, just embrace it. I'm not gonna deny it. My last girlfriend taught me about that much about myself. I mean, taught me what? I didn't say anything.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Ow! Hey, what was that for?
Everybody stand! Light of the blazing sun!
Sounded like you said did say something. No comprende.
Let's ride! Pyroclastic surge!
You know, I say that around Sei, and it does not work, because I forget that Sei actually speaks Spanish. Meanwhile, I know very, very few phrases in Spanish. Let's see, what's the plan for Saturday stream? I was thinking of, you know, doing a bit more of the same, world hopping and such, but also I kind of want to get I kind of want to react to the Honkai Star Rail live stream that's happening this weekend. Let's see, that's up in the air though. I mean, I do kind of want to do like a media react in VR chat sort of thing. Like, you know, watch some funny videos or maybe some like, you know, I do plan on making like a media react channel for when I do like media reactions in VR chat or even during just chatting streams. You know, I plan on making a tab so that people could drop videos or memes into it so, for us to react to. You know, all I ask is, you know, nothing controversial, please. Like, you know, no current events, no drama of any sort, because I'm not one of those people that like covers drama for content. Like, and you know, there's nothing wrong with people who do. I just don't like doing it because me personally, I find internet drama to be a very, very uncomfortable topic to cover. And plus, essentially, I mean, there's a few obvious exceptions, but at the end of the day, it's in the wording. That's all it is. It's drama. And most drama is just a whole bunch of, you know, he says, she says, you know, he says, she says noise. Granted, there were times where it was called for, and the people involved, and one person involved was a shitty person. That I can understand covering. Like, I'm not going to get too far into it because, again, it's kind of painful to talk about, but there was that thing earlier this year where one of my Oshis turned out to be a really shitty person, which that's kind of sad, considering I supported this, considering, like, again, I considered this said streamer my Oshi for a long time, and to find out that they willingly did something like that, it was heartbreaking, honestly. But, you know, we moved on. Is live stream on Twitch? Because I think there is a world that lets you watch Twitch live streams. Well, they do stream it on Twitch, yes, but it's also going to be on YouTube, so we're good either way. I would like you to show me the world where you can watch Twitch streams, though. Kind of think of it though, isn't that any world that basically has a media player URL thing where you can plug different video links and such? I believe most of them have an option to plug a stream in. Like, I know Club Orion has that.
Everybody stand back! Rev the engines!
Yeah, then again, you can watch Twitch spots at any media player. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Letting brave names echo! Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of Eat Fleet! Let's light it up! Let's rock! Light up the blazing sun! Try and stop me! Full throttle!
But yeah, that's just a few ideas that I had. But also, I did have a list of worlds for us to check out. You know, chill worlds, visual wonder worlds that'll as some people like to say, split your brain in half. And of course, if anybody has like ideas of worlds we should check out, and maybe videos that we could watch while we're in the virtual in a VR chat, I am open to hear them. Again, nothing controversial. That's all I ask.
The end of our legacy.
You guys saw nothing. You guys saw nothing.
Yeah! Ha! Let's ride. Bring it. Let the mountain's veins boil. I'm going in. Let's light. Take me up. Ha! Fulfill our pact. Eat Lalin. Eat Papa. Light of the blazing sun. Incinerate! Rev the engines! Incinerate!
There we go. That's better. I'm only doing this because I need these materials for Skirk's weapon. Yeah, laugh it up, Vexus. That's pretty funny, isn't it? But yeah, I'll probably make the tab tonight after stream, you know, for us to you know, media for us to react to, make us laugh, maybe cringe a little bit, but again, nothing controversial. That's all I ask.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Also, as funny as my fuck up on my last stream.
Suffer the wrath of Eatfleet.
Wait, what happened during your last stream?
Wrath from the sky. Full throttle. Incinerate.
Let's see, I may or may not have failed a mission in a really stupid way. Come on, out with it. What happened? Like, don't worry, we're not, like, don't worry, we won't make fun of you too much.
This realm.
Oh, wait, no, I'm saving that for, reset next week.
If you ever.
Let's see, how's my character's reputation doing? Let me check who I got on my friendship team. Okay, Heijo is about halfway to 9. Who else have I got in there? Well, Escoffier is at level 4. Yansan's at level 7, and Kaya's almost level 10 friendship. I wouldn't be surprised if I hit that. I wouldn't be surprised if I hit that tomorrow or Saturday at the latest. So yeah, come on, Locust, tell us what happened. How did you fail the mission? And once again, everybody, I'm just checking something on Twitch real quick.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Yeah, my back is itchy. There we go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with the with the main quest, everybody. Let's see, 2 cars blew up for getting shot at. One had the objective in it. The other had me as well as the soldiers next to each other. End result, objective container is destroyed, which is a mission failure. And I had to relay on a save roll so I don't die outright. Oh, dang. How'd you manage that? Like, I'm sorry, but that's pretty funny. I honestly keep forgetting that there's a path this way. Man, I really need to set aside a stream to just work on my I don't know, but once it happened I couldn't help but find it funny too. I mean, what else can you do? Now, I did hear that the second half of the quest is not voiced. So I don't know if I should start it on English and then switch to Chinese later, or if I should just start out with Chinese. Well, we can just play it by ear. Now, I did hear that English voices should be coming back soon. But I don't know when that will be. All I say is I feel bad for the new voice actor of Paimon. There's like 5 years worth of voice lines to work through. The key that unlocks fate. I'm guessing Dainsleif is still silent. Oh hey, it's Yan-san.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Oh, hey, Coach Yan-san. What are you doing here all by yourself? Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
I cannot emphasize this enough. I absolutely love Paimon's new voice.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count. Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Sorry, everybody. 1 second.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do, too?
Oh. Locust, put the knife away. There's no need for that.
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see, I'm doing nothing, therefore I keep knife. Okay. By the way, everybody. Let's see, by the way, everybody. Locust cracks me up in VR chat. Every time I have an avatar and it happens to have a knife out, Locust tries to grab the knife.
Oh, no. Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you. Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Ian-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Alright, Coach. We'll help you out.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing! Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Yeah, I'm British. All knives belong to me. Yeah, I even pulled out a kunai, which is not exactly a knife, but look is like, give.
Light it up! Coming! Watch out!
Wait, can we play it? You know, I've seen people play like entire actual songs on a Genshin instruments, and I admire the dedication.
What's this? Was there always a cave here?
Still pointy, still
We
stabs.
should go
I
take
don't
a
know.
look.
Looks a lot like a knife to me. Attached to a chain, maybe.
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away here? Ah! You woke it up!
It's running away.
It ran away! Yes, our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
Wait, what do you mean even hilichurls? Hilichurls are like the easiest enemies to fight in this game.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
That's the one.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No, I still have mine.
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
One belongs to me, and the other to my brother.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien! Wait, no. Descender. But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here. Then that hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your brother was here recently.
And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ansan's patrol on a whim. And now, we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your brother. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ansan?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Well, guess I answered that question.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled. so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Oh boy. Didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Sounds like Ether is on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with him in person this time. I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go
Kurai,
to
did you get hit
war
with that crazy
against our
rainstorm?
entire nation.
If I did, I'm not aware of it. Hang on a second. Let me take a look outside. Nope. It's still pretty clear outside to me. But how you doing, Seikia? Good to see you. I almost lost power. Yikes. Stay safe, Sei. So I think it's heading your way. Oh, boy. Well, everybody, if I do lose power, you'll know why.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off?
Definitely didn't call you a bottom earlier. Nah, definitely not. Well, at least I didn't. It's like I may have mentioned about exhibiting some bottom behavior, but that's about it. Let's see, quite a strange thing to say at this very moment. Wait, why? Say, should I be concerned?
Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows.
Nah, I'm harmless.
If
We're
there's
siblings
any
after all.
information out there, she's the one people report to.
I mean, I'm just curious. Why is that a strange thing to say right about now? Oh, and again, everybody, we're not voting for Husband of the Week today. There was a tie last week, and the Husband of the Week for this week is Tetsuo Takahashi from Interviews with Monster Girls. Highly underrated anime. Let's see. We should all definitely watch it.
Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Well, I am keen to find out more about the situation, and I can provide some information on the Abyss Order. Coming from Locust, the bottom of bottoms. Oh my goodness me. You know, I kind of want to see an expansion of this discussion if you can make it to the VR chat stream this Saturday.
Great, then let's head over together.
But at least I'm not a femboy. Wait, well, what's wrong with being a femboy? Like Fox? But anyway, besides the storm, how are you doing tonight, Sei?
Mawika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the
Nothing. I'm
travelers
just not a
with you.
femboy, just the bottom. I love you guys.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity.
Pretty good. Upgraded
We
my
have no
PC. Now waiting for a
particular
new
quarrel
monitor.
with them.
My current one is only 75 Hz. My new one is 240 Hz. That is quite the jump right there.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for our recent victory over the Abyss?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again,
Yeah, we'll see.
Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
Also, they say, ow.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
See, massive jump and hurts. Yep. Although if you're not let's see, if you're not careful with it though, it'll I'm not gonna stop. Let's see, I'm just gonna stop right there. That was a stretch.
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the
Moans
Abyss
and Dragon.
itself.
That's very bottom behavior there, say.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned
I
veterans
mean, what?
fighting
I didn't
for
say
us.
anything.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters.
Wait. Oh my, say.
However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes
Let me
are
stop.
organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
No, this one is personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
The current leader of the Abyss Order is my brother.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed.
In fact, come here, sister. Puppies!
If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding
Wait,
her.
you mean oncoming traffic? No! Why would I do that to my sister?
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Absolutely. I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were
It
about
would be
to
funny
be
to see a
thrust
giant
into
woman
an
land between
impossible
tiny cars
position.
as they panic. That would cause a bunch of chaos, methinks.
Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Sounds great.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
Okay, everybody, we do have an ad break coming up, so I'm gonna go ahead and step away for a minute and let these run, and then when we get back, we'll continue. Alright, welcome back for ads, everybody. Hang on a second. It'd be funny to see a giant woman landed between tiny cars as they panic. Plus, one toss, and boom, new landmark. Mounted. Oh, say I love you. Anyway, my kawaii levels are kind of low. Let me see if it's improved. I'm so used to the D-pad being the map. Or, not the D-pad, the touchpad. I must go now. Super Earth has called me. I must answer. I'm guessing on that note you're jumping into Helldivers then? Or maybe diving into Helldivers? Let me stop. See, yep, with a friend.
Look, it's Lolly.
Ow! What was that for? I'm getting a boost.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
You know why? No comprende.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Seat Lolly out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating.
Portsit Lolly can't catch a break.
I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so...
Aw.
Well, here I am.
Ah, look at her. She's making a pouty face.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your brother has poor taste.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad, but maybe I went too far.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
I love that smug face that Granny Eastley's making right now.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Seat Lolly. Anyway, let's get him!
Get to work!
Wait, I don't want the trial set Lolly. I want mine. Okay, at least they built her properly.
Everybody stand back! Light of the blazing sun! Rev the engine! Show no mercy! Alright. Phew. Much better. That's more like it.
Ooh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
You're about a few seconds late, buddy.
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold! Fulfill our pact! Letting brave names echo!
Burn it down!
I'm going in!
Pyroclastic surge!
Forward! Crush them!
Charge!
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it! Let the mountain's veins boil! This order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance! Show no mercy! Warriors, attack! After them!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
The boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the masters of the Night Wind!
All who resist the abyss will pay the price!
Yep, heard it before. About 1,000,000 times.
Letting brave names echo!
Teamwork is true! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get him!
Pyroclastic surge!
The abyss shall run!
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Also, did you see that they added one of Sitlali's plushies to the official shop for Genshin? I'm definitely gonna get it later.
Huh. The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Night Wind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So, we're no wiser to the Abyss Order's objective. Back to square one. If only I could get Aether to talk to me. I could get answers for all this. I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Oh yeah, back to the cave. Maybe there'll be some answers for us there.
All right.
Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and Zitlali are waiting for us.
Oh, Say, I think you're right.
Ugh. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands?
Anyway, before we're so rudely interrupted, I think you're right. I hear thunder. I think the storm is coming my way.
Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Oh, thank goodness. Someone's here. Please help me.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Who are you? What happened?
Is she Conrian? She is from Conria.
Now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
You've come to the right person, but where are these monsters you speak of?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Where do you intend to run to?
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things. Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Let me help you up first. Huh? Suddenly, I could see them.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I'm sorry. I'll take care of them now.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
Bring it! Let's light it up! Let's ride! Wrath from the sky!
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. You just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny, actually.
I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand.
Oh, really?
Let's try it one more time. I want to check that I got all the monsters.
Sure.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deardith. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With her around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
Oh yeah, I'm hearing thunder. That would have made us more monstrous than the monsters.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Why don't we rest there for now?
Good idea. We'll take you.
Phew, thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdre?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore. Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw her. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind one extra.
Actually, I don't think it's her.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young man.
Her brother?
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
I think I know. I think I know who it is. There's someone out there who matches all the requirements.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be him.
Who? Who is it?
My brother.
You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see him?
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Huh? But isn't he your brother?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
You always believe that the savior will come?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
She spoke with conviction. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order?
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdre? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
How am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find
please
the
rest
savior in
up.
the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Alright then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy.
Yeah, you could say that again.
What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Yep, let's go. Also, am I able to level up Dahlia more?
Huh?
Rise with the sun!
I really wish we could fly on that motorcycle for longer. Hey, y'all, I need to use the restroom real quick, but I'll be back. It'll be just a minute. Okay, I'm back, everybody. Sorry for the extended break. There was a couple things I had to take care of in my apartment as well. But everything is good now, so let's continue on.
Oh, you're back! How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
Well, since you asked...
Great. Thanks, you two.
I wonder if we're gonna see Dainsleif while we're talking with the guards.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Of course I do.
You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Seems
Well,
suspicious, though.
The shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
Alright, forward sentries. Why do I keep hitting the circle button?
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this, like, a meet and greet? I wasn't... I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a Traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But a one-on-one chat with our great hero? That could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression
This
with my
guy is
face?
overthinking things like crazy.
One bad impression can
I mean,
stick for
honestly
life.
relatable, though.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax!
All right, then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
What Paimon guess? An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think it's a fair request. It's time to duel.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay.
Oh, I guess as long as you're happy.
Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
Ignore Paimon.
Traveler? You're back already? No one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value.
Whatever you say, lady.
Regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Sweet Lolly?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh, so even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
That is mildly concerning.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, since you're here, Sit Lolly,
Oh? Sure, what is it?
have you heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche. Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the—
Alright, we get it. Granny
Real pain in
Eatsley's
the
learning and wisdom
in the
knows
neck.
no
She was gonna
bounds.
say neck, right?
Could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Whew, wow. Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
If Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old!
She's pouting. Hang on, 1 second. I need to. Sorry, I had to take a picture of Sitlolly pouting.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
You tell the two about what happened.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
I think Sitlolly is a bit jealous.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise.
Hand-holding? How lewd.
But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Do you think she's some kind of weapon?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Oh, excuse me.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well. She seems trusty after all.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
But please don't be too jealous, Sitlolly.
Why holding hands? Why that specifically? Why not literally anything else?
Sitlolly is jealous. It's like, I want to hold hands with the Traveler.
Burn it down!
All right.
Let me guess, she's gonna be gone.
Here we are. Deardith will still be here, right? Oh, it's so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Let's stay quiet and moving carefully.
Traveler, watch out!
Shoot. Maybe Meredith really is a...
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Oh, that's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
And one thing, everybody, I'm messaging people.
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
Could she really just be an injured civilian?
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
You're unbelievable. Sure, I know the rest. Just the recipe. Only takes about an hour and a half.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now, too. Go on, then. You can join us for dinner.
Let's see, what did she make, I wonder?
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
No trouble at all.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdre. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
She really snarfed it down, didn't she?
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
The time probably passed unbearably slowly.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Wait, why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky?
But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world, and that sky is real to us.
gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
That seems kind of right, but also not really.
I really treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond the stars.
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I can think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more convinced I am that she's not a bad person. It doesn't look like, and doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we could afford to trust her?
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Guess I gotta try that trick again.
Can you see them now?
Yep, here they come. Yeah, stay back. I'll handle them.
Oh, Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Okay, everybody, we have an ad break coming up, so I'm gonna step away and let these play, and then we'll continue the story once we return. Alright, welcome back, friends, everybody. Let's continue.
Let's ride. Rev the Let the mountain's veins boil. Let's ride. Pyroclastic surge.
But wait, there's more.
Incinerate. Show no mercy.
Now there's more of them.
Suffer the wrath of evil. Going in. Letting praise names echo. Let's ride. Wrath from the sky.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them? Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I'm firstly satisfied that Deirdith isn't a threat, but it can't hurt to monitor her for another night.
All right. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
As you stare at the hibernation chamber key in your hands, you start to relax and drift into a deep sleep. Soon, a vivid dream fills your mind. This is the Night Kingdom? Aether. Aether and the Lord of the Night? My head. It hurts. My headache. It's gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
The dream I just had.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Was she holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right? You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
I still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I think I saw Aether in the Night Kingdom at the very start of my dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Never mind. If the memory is gone, I can't force myself to remember it. We can catch up tomorrow morning.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Deridith can't catch a break, it seems. When are we gonna run into Dane, I wonder?
Well, Deardith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all of this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deardith.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Hold on. I think I see something over there.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet the tried and tested method will allow you to see them.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deardith? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes. Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
Yep, I'd say they were.
So, there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. The thick plottens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Deridith can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deardith.
See ya, and please take care.
Alright, time to go to the Masters of the Night Wind. Also, can I level up Dolly anymore? Oh, yes, I can. Awesome. But alas, I got no books left. That's okay, though.
Bring it!
Oh, wait. It'll be easier to fast travel there. What am I thinking?
We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
Did the Abyss Order send in reinforcements?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Did we finally launch an attack?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
I think I know what happened.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, who else could it be?
Dainsleif.
Dane has come.
Rise like smoke.
There he is. Hmm? Were you waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up.
Well, if Dainsleif is the only one missing voices, I guess I'll just go ahead and keep it in English.
You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
No need to thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Eon-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite alright. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Eon-san! Hey, Dane! Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend!
Yatsan, yes, I'll remember the name, but I will not invest more emotion than is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It is a matter of principle for me. Fine. Since you helped break the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with the Atlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. The true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time. Even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I'm none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
But since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they're still willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make that sacrifice greater or more painful than they could ever anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Sounds like Dane's one-man attack on the enemy front has put him in a good mood. What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. He must have lost it.
So he's here in person. Unsurprising, given the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a lord of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably her brother.
Hold on. That girl called him the Savior? Hi, Kit Kat. Thank you for collecting your daily Void Shard.
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
Hang on, let me give a shout out to Kit Kat. I hope you're doing well. The last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm. And not just that, it referred to your brother then, too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense. That term's been around even before the Cataclysm?
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, since he was first granted the title of Prince, the Vinster King and the entire court of Conria set about loudly proclaiming the might that he would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if, with him there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Conria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was the celebratory title given to the Prince by those who believed this rhetoric. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Vinster King's lust for power.
Huh. Sounds like the people of Conria really believed in him.
Is that why Aether is so determined to revive the homeland? Because he thinks he's failed as Conrian's savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she is descended from pure-blood Conrians afflicted with a curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. I'll explain how her people retained their ancient beliefs, including the myth of a golden-haired savior.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I will consider it, but we must discuss our next step first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Alright, let's wait it out. Alright, let's talk to Dane.
All right.
See, I've historically loved all the stories that Dainsleif shows up in. It's more lore about us and our sibling, and our dealings with the Abyss Order. No, we can't give them that much time.
Is that? Dane and Eon-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well. Then I will go in there alone. Thank you for the intel, Yan-san.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own.
I mean, you've watched him do it before.
And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Allow me to join you, Dainsleif.
Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Oh, got mail. Oh yeah, Twitch drops. Oh yeah, I need to do that event. Let's see, can I level up Skirk's artifacts a bit more? Oh, excuse me. Oh, wait, duh. Again, we could just... Assault the Abyss Order Stronghold? Oh boy, here we go.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. It's maybe the first chance I've ever had to finally take a serious dent to their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at a moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss-powered mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go!
Wait, hang on. I kind of want to take my freeze team into battle. I mean, Skirk is not all the way built yet. But I should be alright. Let's see, who else? Oh yeah, Escoffier. And then Shenhe.
My will embodied. By ordinance divine. Time to shine. A dash of frosting.
Are you serious, dude? Alright, here it goes again.
Off to the freezer. Take your truth bolt with the pinnacle of excellence.
Dude, she's not even fully built yet, and she's already doing quite a bit of damage.
Obey. A little elusive. Let the world fly. A burst of flavor.
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the
The pinnacle of excellence. Do your master's bidding.
Mine to wield.
Shall set you free.
Even if he's not playable yet, it's still pretty cool to be fighting side by side with Dainsleif.
Mine to wield.
Shine with praise. Let my name echo in song. By ordinance divine. My will embodied. Off to the freezer.
Dainsleif, the relentless spectre that haunts us. The abyss is all present. To freeze, we die. To resist, gain.
Cryo incarnate.
We've reached the end, but still no trace of your brother. So who's calling the shots here? I think it would be that guy.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif.
The
Is
Iniquitous
this really
Baptist.
what you want?
It is indeed. I'll take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advantage is ours, at least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I like to see what makes you believe you've already won, or that you can still turn the tide of this war.
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
Does that mean...
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? He used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Nightwind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no, this makes too much sense.
We've been had.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
What a load of drivel. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tedium. If isn't there more to reviving a homeland than just reweaving its ley lines?
Right. You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Moika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Conria has indeed revived you as Eben Rive as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
Anything amiss? Are there signs I could have missed?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
I also vaguely remember seeing Aether in the Night Kingdom, facing the Lord of Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. I could see the monsters that Derridith could see, and she could see the ones I could. We could only see monsters at each other's side after making physical contact. According to a guard stationed near the Masters of the Nightwind, many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull of the conflict, even settling down to meditate. The Abyss Order retreated when we attacked the stronghold with the onset of Silali. This isn't their usual style. Assuming he is right, then then another possibility arises. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Derridith. If she's Conria like Dave suspects, then that means this is why Conria he speaks of might actually exist, and despite healing that separate time and space, Derridith has found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. The notion that Conria has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own two eyes, I refuse to entertain it. There is only one thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. I couldn't agree more.
Take your true form!
Give in to the embrace of the abyss.
My turn.
A burst of flavor! Lightning, echo, and song!
You battle in vain! This was mission! My body is failing! But I will not bring shame to the...
That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Meredith is the only potential lead we have. I understand. You think she might be from the revived Conria, yes? I have said my piece. I doubt Conria could be revived so easily. But if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I will stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. That. I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality has struck you too, then. Hadden.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Your arrogance and malice cost you all my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over.
Finally had enough. You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions on the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did to Conria, you'd soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little. Hmm? What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
I never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hadden. You could have easily blamed the Prince for his betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I never expected you to forgive him. Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent Blade Work, I might not have come to loathe you so much.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. And as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sorta Logan... Oh, there's something I didn't know. Sir Logie and Dainsley for classmates, basically. There's little point of discussing it now, of course, but all this was your doing, wasn't it, Hadin? You wore a mask of benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What, too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called home.
No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Khaenri'ah was called home. Dainsley closed his eyes. Countless memories of Khaenri'ah flooded to his mind. All the sights, memories, and feelings, everything etched into the heart and mind. Simply recalling everything seems to take a long, long time.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
The loom of fate? What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So, the Loom of Fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation your members have been performing. Its purpose was to supply the loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking! What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
So that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy who has sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So this is your true goal. To lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation, and access my memories. So be it. A few of my fading memories for your entire army, that strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you had in the loom of fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Enough of your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, perhaps prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. 100 times? I could not imagine.
Let's ride!
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
Oh, cutscene time, everybody. Deirdre? Deirdre, are you okay? Something happened? What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? Is this where Deirdre is right now? So she really is.
We're not from the same world, are we?
No, I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that.
Yeah, you don't want to know too much about your future.
We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him.
A memento? Wait.
Huh? What is it?
If this is our future, if this is our fate, Aether. So that's what happened. Istaroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. You knew of all this? I only knew the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the Cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Conria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Diridith, she found me. The irony was that she even desperately begged me to save the world. She brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then she showed me the key of your hibernation chamber. So, she actually did it? We've been separated ever since I awakened into that, and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Conria was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision, and I went to see you. But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment? I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, an intersection in our memories. The question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to be like this. So my actions for 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Istaroth? Diridith succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately, it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the Savior rescued Conria, saved the entire world, but instead she led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how our story must end? Have you done what you set out to do? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Conria are complete. I'd always thought that Tibet's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and the existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buy me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of Night. Unfortunately, for some other reasons, even the Night Kingdom could not host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of the Night did say before that even she could only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Intevat as a base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Conria of 500 years ago, superimposing it over a present-day Natlan's space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Diridith to cross paths. So I saw my dream. He's not lying about that, at least. What I don't understand is, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Conria was enriched with the memories of old, drawn from Abyss Order's members in the meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials, and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I hold now in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of the new Conria's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Conria can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. Why is reviving Conria so important to you? Is it just because of guilt? When I first arrived at Conria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. What? Your memories were erased? But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life that I spent in Conria. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak to the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. I know you always want to change fate, we both do. But this time, I won't let you succeed. I cannot miss this chance to reunite with you 500 years of the past, no matter what. I don't know why, but the way you're talking just doesn't sound like you at all. Aether, this whole thing, your plan, What does it have to do with us? All along, it's only ever been about us. Goodbye, Lumine. You will begin anew at the end of your journey.
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you! The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliff's, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum.
It's fine. I need some time to take everything in. Oh, is she hungover again?
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your brother?
I did. We had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
That caught me off guard too.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war! Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
You got a point.
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
I'm sorry, but there's somewhere else I want to go first.
Huh?
Eon-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Back to the cave again.
All right.
What are you hoping to find there? Is there gonna be another key? Before you know it, you've fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of thoughts. You faintly sense what feels like someone clasping your hand. But this time, he sends you to a deep sleep where sweet dreams await. That was a good quest. Let's see. Let's do some wishes before we leave. Oh wait. Oh, a wish, because we're able to claim one from doing the Archon quest. And hang on, we got some artifact leveling materials, so I want to get those up real quick. Okay, now we can do a wish. Let's see, what's my pity at? It's probably very low right now. 10, 20, 30, 40, I mean, no, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Oh yeah, that's where... Oh, my pity is actually a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. Nothing. That's okay, though. But anyway, everybody, we're going to end right here. And the perfect timing, too. But my next stream, everybody, is going to be Saturday at noon EST. And we're going to be playing VR chat. I'm going to be doing some chatting, some media reaction, some world hopping, and we'll see where it leads. But thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. But don't go anywhere yet. We're gonna send a raid off to somebody, and everybody over on the YouTube side. If you liked what you saw today, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you want to see more and help us get into that YouTube algorithm. And let's see who we can send some love to today. We got a couple options here. Hmm. Yeah, let's send a raid to my sister. But everybody, please stick around for the raid. You do get 251 shadow points if you do stick around for the raid. And obviously, if you like the streamer, drop them a follow, show them some love. We're gonna send a raid over to my VTuber sister Sakia, who is currently playing Enlisted with Parody. So please copy paste the raid messages, everybody. Copy paste the first raid message if you're subbed. Second one if you are not. Again, everybody, I will see you on Saturday for VR chat. And thank you all so much for joining me today. As always, everybody, please take care of yourself. Go show Seikyo the same love you showed me. And I'll see all of you next time. Good night, everybody. Love you all.